My name is Chege Kentos, and this is Reproductive Health Channel. This is the channel where we speak about the women health. And kindly, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do so and subscribe. And today, there is a topic I've noted many people have been asking, and this question has been, how do I check my cycle? There are those who believe because they don't receive a cycle in a given date of every month, they believe that their cycle is not regular. And so some of you may be asking themselves, is my cycle regular or not? So, and this is the question I've come to answer today, so that you can be able to know whether your cycle is regular or your cycle is irregular. So how do you know this? So number one, I'll give you the normal days of the cycle. So if your cycle is between the 21 days to 35 days, that means your cycle is regular. So how do you know your cycle is 21, is 25, is 28, is 30, or is 35 days? So how do we count? Because this is where we get a lot of issues, because probably the people around us, they are receiving in a certain day. So today I want to give you how do I count my cycle. So this is how we do it. So the first day of your cycle, which is the day that you start bleeding, that is what we call the first day of the cycle. So if I'm bleeding today, this is the first day of my menses. That is the day you mark on your calendar. Let's assume those 2 days, the 1st of February. So if you say today is the 1st of February, is the first day that you receive your menses, then the first day of your cycle is the 1st of February. So the next, so that you can be able to know the length of your cycle, we count it until the first day of the next cycle. So if the next cycle probably starts on the 28th of February, so it will be your first day was the 1st of February to 28th of February, which now will mean your cycle is 27 days. So if your cycle is 27 days, it means now after that February 28, we'll have to count another 27 days. That is when we expect the next cycle, which probably when we do calculation, we are going to get on the 27th of March. So in such a person, your cycle will be 27 days. But you see, you received on the 1st, you received on the 27th, and then you received on the 27th of the next month. So which means this cycle is regular. So when you count, you'll find maybe someone will tell you, might start thinking my cycle is irregular. Probably I'm receiving these periods maybe twice a month. But if my cycle is 28 days, if I receive on the 1st, I expect it on 28th of that month. So which means my cycle will come twice in a given month. So that does not mean my cycle is becoming irregular. It means my cycle is still regular. So what determines the regularity of your cycle is the days between your first day and the next cycle, the first day. So when we say it is, and there are those probably have 30 days. If you receive maybe your cycle on the 1st of the month, probably you'll be receiving the next message on the 1st of the next month, so meaning it is coming after every 30 days. That means still that cycle is regular. Then we go to, there are those even who receive after 21 days. That means these people are going to receive, maybe you receive on the 1st of the month, then that on 22nd, maybe you are receiving your menses again. So this means your cycle is still regular 21 day cycle. There are those probably who have more than 30 days. And these people who have more than 30 days, it means probably if today is, let's say, 28th of the month, they start receiving their menses. It means their next menses, today, let's assume today being February, the next menses will be coming on April, probably the 1st or 2nd or 3rd of April, meaning these periods are coming after maybe 32, 33 days. It is still regular, but to such people, you'll find them maybe getting worried because they go sometime a whole month without receiving menses. That does not mean there is any problem. They are still within the timeline. As long as your cycle, when you count from the first day to the first day of the next month, it is falling within 21 days and 35 days. That is a regular cycle. So but when now you're receiving your menses probably every 2 weeks or less than 3 weeks, which is less than 21 days, that means there's an issue maybe probably that might need investigation. If you're receiving your menses after every 35 days, maybe 36, 37, 40 days, that means there is an issue that needs investigated. So the issue is, this is now how you're supposed to count. So probably if you're not been checking, putting count of your menses, it's good you get into you get somewhere you may be marking, maybe you can get a calendar. We also have apps which help people to calculate so that you can be able to know your cycle. You can go to Play Store, you can go to App Store, where you can be able to download an app, that a calendar that will help you to count your cycle, so that you don't be assuming probably my cycle is irregular, and probably there is no irregularity in your cycle. It is just because it is coming. Maybe there's a time you receive twice in a month, you receive, maybe you missed 1 month, then but you have not been keeping tabs. But it is also irregular if probably you are receiving your menses. This cycle you received after 21 days, next cycle you receive after 28 days, next cycle after 30 days. Now that also is an irregularity, because it means it is within the timeline, but now you see you're receiving after 21 days, it is coming after 30 days, is coming after 28 days or 35 days. It is still the within timeline. So we say when there is maybe a delay, maybe probably two plus or minus days, probably you'll get, maybe your cycle is usually 28 days, sometimes it can come after 26 days or after 30 days. That is allowed. But when you find your cycles, you're receiving, maybe you're receiving at 21 days, 30 days, 35 days, it is within the given timeline that you're supposed to receive your menses, but that means there is an element of irregularity, and irregularity may need maybe further review, where you go to the hospital, you'll be seen by your specialist who's going to see you and maybe see how they can help you. So today, in a recap, I want to explain what I have just said, and this is it. So your cycle should be, the regularity of the cycle is between 21 to 35 days. That is where most cycles, the range is between 21 to 35 days. And then number two, how do we count our cycles? So if you receive your menses, the first day you receive your menses, that is the day you mark, until the first day of the next menses, that is what count, and that is what you say your cycle is given number of days. And so we also said your cycle can be, probably when your cycle is less than 28, maybe 30 days, you might receive some months your period more than twice in a month, and that does not mean there is an issue, as long as it's coming probably within a given period. Sometimes you may miss even for more than a month if your cycle is usually above 30 days. And that is the other thing that you have learned today. We also said it might fall within the range, but it's still irregular, probably coming 21, 30, 35 days. That is an irregular cycle. Or if it goes above 35 days or below 21 days, you also need to have a review and an appointment with your doctor. So as we said, my name is Chege Kentos, and this is the Reproductive Health Channel. Please hit the subscribe button, and for these and more to come.